Countable versus uncountable nouns. Examples for beginners. Hello and welcome to today's video on Grammar with Altaf. In this lesson, we are going to learn the difference between countable and uncountable nouns with easy examples, especially for beginners. This will help you speak and write more accurately in English.
Hi everyone, I'm really excited to be here. Countable and uncountable nouns are a very important part of English grammar. Today, we'll make it simple for you by giving examples and explaining how to use them correctly in sentences. Let's begin.
First, let's talk about countable nouns. As the name suggests, countable nouns are the things that we can count. For example, 1 apple, 2 apples, 3 apples. These nouns have singular and plural forms.
Exactly. You can use numbers with countable nouns. For instance, I have 3 books, or she bought 2 dresses. Here, books and dresses are countable nouns because we can count them.
Now let's look at more examples of countable nouns. Chair, pen, car, bottle, banana, dog, student, idea, and coin. All these can be counted. We say a pen, 2 coins, 3 chairs, and so on.
That's right. And remember, with countable nouns, we can use the articles a and an. For example, a car, an orange, a banana. When we have more than one, we simply add s or es to make them plural, like cars, bananas, oranges.
Now let's move to uncountable nouns. These are the things we cannot count individually. They do not have a plural form and are usually treated as singular. For example, water, rice, sugar, information, money.
Yes, and you cannot say 2 waters or 3 sugars. That would be incorrect. We just say some water, a little sugar, or a lot of money. These are mass nouns and are not used with numbers directly.
Here are more examples of uncountable nouns: advice, milk, oil, knowledge, furniture, music, traffic, luggage, and time. You don't say a furniture or 2 musics. We say some furniture, a piece of music.
Good point, Annie. With uncountable nouns, we often use words like some, a little, much, a lot of, and a piece of to measure them. For example, some advice, a little milk, much time, a piece of information.
Let's try using both countable and uncountable nouns in some simple sentences. Listen carefully. I ate 2 apples and drank some water. She gave me a piece of advice and 3 books. Can you notice the difference? Apples and books are countable, but water and advice are uncountable.
Let me try a few too. There are many students in the class, but little furniture. I need a cup of tea and 2 biscuits. Here, students and biscuits are countable nouns, while furniture and tea are uncountable nouns.
That's perfect. And now a very important thing. Some nouns can be both countable and uncountable depending on their use. Let's take the noun chicken. If I say, there is a chicken in the yard, I mean a bird, and that's countable. But if I say, I ate some chicken for lunch, it means the meat, and that's uncountable.
Very true. Another example is paper. I bought a paper means a newspaper, countable. I need some paper to write on means writing paper. uncountable. So, the meaning changes depending on how the noun is used in the sentence.
Yes, that's why context is very important when identifying if a noun is countable or uncountable. Let's also remember that uncountable nouns are always used with singular verbs. For example, the information is helpful, not are helpful. The milk is cold, not are cold.
You're absolutely right. But with countable nouns in plural, we use plural verbs. For example, the students are reading, the chairs are new. So remember, verb agreement is also an important part of using countable and uncountable nouns correctly.
Let's quickly go over some common mistakes that learners make. Saying informations instead of information. Information is uncountable. Saying a sugar instead of some sugar or a spoon of sugar. Saying furnitures instead of just furniture.
Yes, those are very common errors. Just keep in mind that uncountable nouns don't take S at the end and don't use numbers directly. If you want to measure them, use containers or measurement words like a glass of water, a bottle of oil, or a bag of rice.
Let's have a short quiz now for our viewers. We'll say a noun and you tell us whether it is countable or uncountable. Ready? Milk? Chairs? Knowledge? Eggs? Sugar?
All right, here are the answers. Milk, uncountable. Chairs, countable. Knowledge, uncountable. Eggs, countable. Sugar, uncountable. How many did you get right? Let us know in the comments.
Now let's summarize what we have learned today. Countable nouns are things you can count, like pens, apples, and books. They have singular and plural forms and can be used with numbers.
And uncountable nouns are things you cannot count individually, like water, information, and rice. They don't have plural forms, and we use words like some, a little, and much with them.
Also, some nouns can be both countable and uncountable depending on the meaning and usage. So always look at the context of the sentence.
That's it for today's lesson on countable and uncountable nouns. We hope this video helped make the concept clear for you.
If you found this lesson helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel, Grammar with Altaf. Keep learning and improving your grammar every day.
Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Take care and keep practicing.